Hello class. So today we're going to be learning about how to multiply with triple digits. And then our first example, I'm going to show you guys how to do it. And then after that, we're going to do a little practice. So our first example will be 127 times 102. So if you guys remember, usually we'll only be doing with the first side of digit. It's going to be the same, but it's going to be a little change in between. So 7 times 3, anybody can tell me what 7 times 3 is? What is it?
7 times 3 is 20.
21. So we're going to write down 21, but instead we're going to put a 2 up here and leave the 1 down here. And then we're going to move on to the next number. 3 times 2 equals 6. But the trick is, we have another 2 up here. Instead of times it, we have 6 for 2 times 3, and we're going to add another 2, which is going to be 8. And we're going to put down 8 down here. Now we're going to move on to our third number, which is 3 times 1. 3 times 1 is 3, so we're going to put that right here. Now, if you see here, we got one number down, which is number 3. We're going to move on to our second number. But according to move on to that, we have moved one spot over. So what we're going to do here is, we're going to put an X here. Now, an X equals 0. It's only a 2 put in here to fill up the space. 0 times 7 will be 0. And we know that because 0 times any number equals 0. So what I'm going to do is just going to keep them going. So 0 times 2 is 0, 0 times 1 is 0. Now we're finished with that number. We're going to move on to our last number of the third digit, which is 1. But you see that we have 2 spot over, so now we're going to do 2x over. 1 times 7 is a 1, it's 7. And then 1 times 2 is a 2. And then 1 times 1 is a 1. Now what we're going to do is we are going to add all of these together. And this will be 1. And that will be 8. 3 plus 7 is 10. And that will be a 3 and 1. This is our answer. Okay, so these are the 3 examples that I got up here for practice. Now, who wants to go first?
I like to go first.
Okay, Jesus, you could go first, and then after Celeste could go, and then Clarissa could go.
So I know 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. And 5 times 4 is 19. You put the 2 up here, right?
Remember, we missed a step. What did we do when we moved to the next one?
Right, you put the X right here.
Yes.
It takes the place.
And then the
So 0
0 will go.
yeah, okay. And then 5 times 2 is 10 plus 2. 12. 5 plus 1 is 6. And then I add the other 2, right?
Right.
Okay. And then 2 times 4 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. And 2 times 1 is just 2. We add together, right? Do I put the 1 up here as well?
Yes. Correct. Good job, Jesus. All right. Now we.
So I know that 2 times 4 is 8, and 2 times 3 is 6, and 2 times 3 is 6. So I put an X in here. Okay, and then 5 times 4 is 20, and 5 times 3 is 15.
remember you have a 2 on top of 3.
Oh, so I would have them together.
Yes.
So I just simplify.
Yes. Instead of 15, it will be
17.
17.
And then 5 times 3. We add the 1 again, right?
Yes.
So 16.
16.
Okay, and then 2 times 5 is 9. And then 1 times 4 is 4. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 3 is 6. So we add this together. Okay, 8. Will be added here too?
Yes. You will add all of that.
So the answer here is 50,760.
Correct. Great job.
Now I go to 2, correct?
Because you only throw one X, so that means that we only throw one piece over. What number did you say? The 2. Yes.
Okay, so then it would be 4 times 2.
Correct. So now we're going to move on to our math worksheet, okay? And this will be individual problems. But you have to meet Michelle here, okay?
Am I on the right track by any chance? I put the X here.
That's correct. Yeah, very good.
Is this the right answer?
Let me see. That's correct. Very good job.